How are we, ladies and gentlemen? Here with Kasib Murdoch. Cheers, mate. Cheers to have you. Good to see you, as always. Here to catch up with the new Hex Bantamweight champion. He's been announced on Hex 36 to defend his title against, who is it? Take it away, Kasib. Give us a rundown on your opponent.
I know just about nothing about my opponent. I know he's 3-0 and he's said yes to fight me.
Yep. He's coming out of Korea, is it?
Yeah, he's from Korea. Pretty sure I just got sent a few topologies. I sent his back. I wanted an undefeated opponent or an opponent with a good record, you know. Well, I haven't been able to find any footage on him, so I'm just...
And with these fights, do you find that as a positive or a negative? Like, would you prefer to come into the fight knowing your opponent fully, or you're your opponent?
I'm looking at this as a positive. Like, it just means I can focus on me. Like, I think if I can go out there and fight the way I can beat 99% of the world.
Yeah, well, I can personally, I mean, like, I had a chat with Colby yesterday. I had the opportunity to go down and catch Kasib and Colby and a few of the other guys sparring down at Freestyle Gym yesterday, and I can tell you, like, honestly, man, seeing you guys there in your natural habitat, like seeing you guys operate, obviously two bantamweights know each other very well. I can back that, man. I honestly can't see a Korean coming over here and being able to match it with you guys. I find it hard to imagine, no offense to them, like I find it hard for the Philos, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Indonesians. I find it hard for them all.
Yeah,
how are they going to match you in the wrestling department?
I don't think they're going to be. I think like the fight IQ in that gym, I think it's so high, and it's been so high for ages. You're only just seeing like the level kind of come out now because there's more fighters coming through. Obviously, Volk was like there earlier, but the level in that gym has been high for ages, even like before me being there. As soon as I went there, I kind of felt that. That's
for sure.
That's one of the things that drew me to there. Like, it's not just Volk. It's not even just Joe either. It's all the other fighters. All the levels are very, very high.
Yeah, and it feels like the mentality within the gym too. It's all about this. Like, I brought a guy with me down here, and he had the opportunity. He couldn't believe how nice everybody was, how welcoming everybody was. Everybody's interested in seeing what you want to achieve in MMA, what you're setting out to do. Like, it's a very serious competitive gym, but also carries like a really cruisy sort of vibe about it. It's not aggressive at all.
No.
You know, you expect to go into these high level gyms, like, and there would be some level of sort of aggression.
I think some of those bigger gyms are like that. Like, some of those bigger gyms, it's like, oh yeah, just like even man for himself, kind of kill or be killed. But like with us anyway, it's a reasonably big gym, you know. But even like Volk, like he'll tell us stuff how to like beat what he's doing.
Yeah,
because that way he improves.
100%.
Which that kind of rubs off on all of us. So like we all kind of like, if we're getting the better of someone or like doing something that works, we tell them what we're doing, and then like we've all got pretty good brains, so we'll kind of work out how can we get around this.
Yes,
which just makes the problems even harder for the next time. But we're just constantly solving these problems.
Yeah, that's right. And you notice, like, when it's top heavy, it seems to depend, positive or negative, it trickles down to the lower end. So you got a guy like Volk, and I'll be honest with you, like, yesterday, watching you guys, obviously you know that Joe's going to be like a special character and everything in the gym. Like, I've met him multiple times outside of the gym, funny as, like, quick as, but like joining the two, I've heard him in the corners at the fights, the big fights, you hear his voice over over the crowd, but to see it in action, to hear him, I was watching you and Colby grapple, and then trying to put myself into your position for the stuff he was calling out, and man, like, he knows, and he's on it. It's like the whole time, and you guys' responsiveness to it, that's crazy. You can tell that's why you continue to develop it the way you do. Yeah, it's like a relationship between you and the master.
Yeah, definitely. He has a very good eye for fighting, and like, it's never anything fancy. Like, it's never like, I don't know, do this move and this move. It's like, no, put your arm here. Push on his knee there. Push on his arm.
For the energy transfer. Like, I was listening to it all, and you know what he's talking about. Like, he delivers it really well.
Yeah, makes it pretty clear when you're like, I always notice when I'm trying to listen. You know, like
100%.
Same when you're in the fight. Like,
it's just hard. Must be hard though. Like, in those bigger fights, especially now as you step up the competitive levels. Your crowds are getting bigger, there's more noise, there's more happening. Like, trying to find Joe in the crowd must be, or you'd be pretty singled in on him,
I feel like I'm getting better and better. Like, obviously the fights are getting bigger, but I feel like I'm getting calmer and calmer in there as well.
Oh,
like,
man.
Like, my last fight, I feel like I could hear my corner, Colby and Joe, like very, very clearly.
Yeah.
At least on the ground anyway. I felt like I would.
Well, I don't know. That better still carry forward the Jekyll and Hyde thing with you though, because that's a big part of your show. I think it's a big part of the character. It's like everybody gets to see. They watch interviews with you. They hear the stories, and it's like, you know, it's this nice guy, super nice guy, super like. And then you see you leading into fight where you're coming up to the presses, and then the fight itself. It's just like you're an animal. You just go straight into a different zone, different mode set, and you just go straight after and try to get into the mental side of things. I love it, man.
Yeah, I think
what drives it?
I think I'm just super competitive, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really like. Obviously, in the cage, like I'm going to do what I have to win. But outside, I don't want to hurt anyone. I hope they come out fine and like, they have a good day. But like, I don't
maybe not a good day.
I don't want to lose. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just something from when I was young. Like competing is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, well, that's for me, that's a perfect segue into one thing I wanted to have a chat with everyone about at home and sort of introduce the person that I know as a fighter, not just the fighter, but where you come from, this competitive background, the pedigree you come from. I don't think people realise the journey you've had and like the sacrifices you've made as well. Yeah. That's the other big thing, that you've done it all one out. Like you did this whole thing solo, you made the choice, you came over here.
Yeah, kind of.
Threw all your chips in the one hat.
Yeah, so I suppose we'll get into that then, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Like, where did it start? Like, I mean, you told me, I know we've spoken before, and it was like 7 years old, you got into wrestling, or it was BJJ, wasn't it?
Yeah, so originally, just at my local school, there was like some self-defense jiu-jitsu, and one of my friends was doing it. And to be honest, I was into like WWE. Well, all of us were all like WWE.
100%.
We'd always be like wrestling at lunchtime and stuff, and I was always... I was always smaller, but I thought I was pretty tough, or I could handle them.
Yeah.
And then so I went to jiu-jitsu with some of my friends. To be honest, when I first heard it, I thought he said ninjutsu, so I didn't even know it was. I hadn't watched UFC or anything like that at this point.
Sounds cooler.
I felt like at the time I could pick it up all right. I was probably terrible looking back at it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I always felt I felt like I was always pretty, like, I could pick stuff up pretty naturally. I could visually see something. I'd be like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do it all right.
And then it was, so you started off in WWE. I mean, most people expect MMA fighters to be starting off at least boxing or kickboxing or something, but you know, you're not the first one. Like, and in Australia, I mean, you're in New Zealand, obviously, from Dunedin, is it?
Yeah, Dunedin,
So you're from Dunedin. Like, what was the wrestling culture like as far as competitive wrestling there? I don't mean the fake stuff.
The competitive, they suck.
Yeah. So were you like, how do you track down the gyms? How do you develop?
I was just lucky enough, I suppose, I stumbled across a really good wrestling coach. So Caleb Stephen back home, he coached me from about 10 years old.
Oh, I've seen you post some stuff.
He'd also fought MMA and stuff, but he'd had lots of different coaches, and he'd just, I know, he's just a very smart, switched on guy, and just picked up things, I suppose, just learning on the job, I guess.
Yeah.
And so,
well, a lot of guys had to do that back then. I know with jiu-jitsu, a lot of guys were, you know, just trying to pull information from where they could back in the early days.
So he was on YouTube. He was buying instruction. He was traveling, going different places to find this information. Yeah. And I suppose he just passed it on to me.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's a lot of where I got my wrestling.
And then you moved into boxing.
Yeah. So me and my brother, we wrestled and we did Muay Thai at that gym. And then we ended up moving to an MMA gym, which was Hammerhead with Matt Tower. And my brother, he kept on fighting MMA. I was 12 at the time, so there wasn't really... I remember I was trying to get MMA fights at this point, but he was obviously...
You were just trying to get fights.
Yeah, I was trying to get kickboxing fights, trying to get MMA fights. But obviously there's no other kids at this point that are doing it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's younger kids that do it now.
Yeah. But for sure. Well, you got a couple at your gym, right? Like real young guys.
Yeah. But when I was doing it, there was no one that wanted to fight anyway.
Nah. Well, I mean, like, there'd be a million people that say this story, but if times were different when I was a kid, I feel like and I was in a place where there was opportunities for a good gym. and like, good trainers and a good circle. I think that's a big part of it. Colby and I spoke on that yesterday, like the crowd.
Yeah, 100%.
If I had a good crowd around me, a good facility, good trainers and stuff, I really wish I would have had something like that to have a crack at it. Not saying I would have achieved anything,
some
but
of it is just like it's probably lucky I had like some of these coaches that would, I don't know, just in this town that I was like, because some other towns, there's no MMA. There's no training that you can even do.
Right, on that, yeah. So on that, like, there was no luck in your choice going to freestyle, though, was there?
No.
Were you looking for, when you made that decision, was Volk and your height, his style of fighting, did they come into play?
Hugely,
yeah,
definitely.
So that's what I mean. You're more cerebral than what people realise.
I was a huge fan of Volk, and I think I was a huge fan of him just because, like, he's a stockier, shorter guy. I would try and steal a lot of his shit. Like, before I even went to freestyle, I feel like I was trying to steal heaps of stuff that he was doing. Like,
I love that.
I was already trying to do like a mini.
Like half the world was with Izzy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that, it's 100% the reason I first came to freestyle was so I could.
That's awesome.
Well, that and I had a coach back home say to me, he's like Volk is the pound for pound best fighter in the world. He's like, imagine if he retires in a year and you didn't go train there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how much I would regret, like, not being able to, I don't know.
Take that knowledge draw from him what you could while you could.
Even just be around it. If I could just sit there and watch it, I'd be happy.
Just secretly take notes.
Yeah.
Just like even the mentality, like, I talk about this with people all the time. It's one of my favorite things. And I think a lot of people should recognize this. It ties back to your circle. So there's a study done, I'll be paraphrasing, but you can look it up yourself. It's like the five closest people in your circle.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Whether they're negative or positive, influence you. And you're like an amalgamation of those 5 characters.
That's another reason why I went to freestyle. Like, it's obviously Volk was the original reason, but I went there, I just felt like they were good people. They were, I don't know, wanting to do better, and they were good people outside of the fighting as well.
For sure.
Which is kind of what I wanted to surround myself with.
Absolutely. And it's something that a lot, like you guys are the benchmark at the moment. I mean, people can say whatever they want to say as who are their favorite guys or whatever, but reality is the best gyms are producing the best fighters, and you guys are the best fighters coming out of the best gyms. And these are the things you're looking at, is who you're surrounding yourself with.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, like, look at Lions Den as well. They're another perfect example of it.
Like just 1, 2. Now there's like more and more just coming through. Even like you can see like the amateurs, like they've got a few pros that I saw, like Marwan and George, but like all the amateurs coming through.
Morris, he's good, man.
They all look pretty decent. Like they're all
So it just shows. Anyway, not to digress too far on that subject, but when you go out, I know we've spoken in the past that you have a tendency to defer to your wrestling when things get. I know how good a striker you are. I've seen you do it. Yeah. When are we going to see you piece someone up? This gym guy could be the opportunity to put on a show.
He could be. I have a few takes on that. One thing I just want to point out. So I wrestled first. So I think maybe that is going to be my natural.
Oh, it's not. I'm talking for people at home. It's one of my favourite things that you dominate.
No, but I'm saying it's probably one of my natural instincts.
Yeah.
Even though, like, a lot of people just know I'm a boxer.
Yeah.
People know I'm a boxer more than I'm a wrestler.
That's right.
But I was a wrestler first. So maybe that's why, like, my instincts go to that.
For sure.
But I also have, like, an extensive boxing career. I had 3 national titles, went to the Youth Olympics. I had 43 fights.
Wow.
Boxing.
National titles as well?
Yeah, 3 national titles. Went to Youth Olympics.
Which is pretty hectic. That's coming out of NZ too, right?
Silver at Oceanias. My second fight, bro. I fought the New Zealand champion.
Really?
And I lost, but I lost. To be honest, I fought him. This is just another thing to say, like, how competitive I am. I lost to him, and then I just rematched him straight away. I lost again. Rematched him again. I lost 3 times to that guy that year.
So you found him in a car park and took him down, eh?
Well, but each time, like, they were like close fight. Like he did like 30 fights at this time, and I was on my first 3 fights.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But then the next year, I grinded that whole year. Like, I worked hard. The next year, I beat him 3 times in a row.
Did you?
Yeah. So
No way. That's crazy. How old was he?
He was the same age as me.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
and had 30 fights.
Yeah, he had 30 fights before I did. Yeah, so he must have been boxing since he was like 10 maybe.
That's crazy. And then when was the transition across into MMA? Was that here or did you do that over there?
No, I did it over there. So
when did you win the IMMAF?
When I won it in 2023.
Oh, here? Or just before you came over?
No, just before I came over.
Just before you came over, yeah, because you moved over 2023,
yeah,
right?
so I did my whole amateur career back in New Zealand.
Right, gotcha.
And then I came over here and turned professional. I wanted to go pro back home, but I just struggled. I was struggling to get fights, and I was like, I'll come over to Australia. It's going to be easier to get fights. And then I came over here, and I still struggled to get some fights to start with, which is hence why I went to Bali.
And what's the thoughts on that? The whole community loves to throw their 2 cents in about it. The reality is I know anybody wants to fight him for the title at bantamweight, you are 100% going to get the shot. Yeah. He's not going to deny any of you the shot. Like, none of you want it. You've all been offered.
To be fair, why is the champ calling people out?
Exactly.
Why is the champ going to be asking to defeat? Like,
the hunter is supposed to become the hunted.
Which is why we're getting someone from Korea. Like, I put names through for people to challenge for my Hex title. They all, for whatever reason, obviously politics are involved as well. Some people were the Eternal, some people are booked, some people just don't want to fight me, which is, that's right. But I got a lot of no's.
Yeah. And how does that, where do you feel like when that stuff starts to happen for you guys? Because you're not the first one to happen. I know freestyle has this issue.
Yeah, people say it's like it's a good thing. I'm like, nah, it's frustrating.
Well, it's frustrating because it puts a hamper on you being able to show your skills against talent that they're going to consider. Yeah. I mean, what happens if you just keep smashing these dudes and then you end up becoming a champion? They're just going to tell you your whole study of your career, you fought cans.
Well, they're probably going to say that anyway.
That's what they do, though. What can you do? If you can't find an opponent, what are you going to travel to Brazil and start finding that? It's like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've beaten, like, some good guys, but, like, everyone that I fought in Bali, everyone's like, oh, that's a can. Yeah. Like, even, like, they're probably like this, are you bringing this Korean over to lose? He's a 3-0 Korean,
the other thing too is it's like dangerous. Who's calling them cans? I watched your Bali fights. They were good fights. Like the first guy you fought, what was his name?
Amir Makata. So he was undefeated. My second guy, he was also undefeated. Yeah, that's the third guy I fought in Bali. He wasn't. He was like 7-5 or something. So he was, I don't know, experienced, but like still positive record. Yeah. To be fair, each fight I've chosen, I'm like, I don't want anyone with like a negative record. I don't want anyone that's like. No, I can't.
You just talked about taking on the
0-8 or anything.
You're just talking about taking on the NZ champ for 3 years. I don't think you're taking easy fights. But in saying that, you can only take what you're given. I mean, Joe obviously has connections. They can find what he can get a minute over to UAE. But if people don't want to fight you, it doesn't matter. Like you can't find people.
And even like people like for like those Bali fights, like there was people with like some good guy like fighting on good shows that were saying, I don't know if it was, maybe it might be they could blame the money, like money's not enough or something, which is a good reason. But if you're a fighter, you could just fight, you know, like.
Realistically, I mean, I find it hard to see guys at like a CFN level being pure prize fighters. So I just can't imagine like they would choose money as the priority in that scenario. For me, why wouldn't you choose fighting a guy from a high profile gym like freestyle if your end game is to have this as a career? Well, like fighting a freestyle guy, that's going to put your name on the map if you're backing yourself.
I think as people, like maybe it's just social media these days, everyone thinks they're so much closer to the UFC than what they actually are. Where like, for me, I try to look at it like, it's not really like about this fight or the next one. It's kind of like, if I want to be the best in the world later, I got to take these tougher fights. And if I get a few losses, who cares?
That's the best mentality. I think most guys.
Obviously, I don't want to lose, but like also a loss would be awesome for me.
Yeah. Like, you're confident you're one of the guys that comes back from a loss better?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like,
you've already learnt it in boxing.
Yeah.
Like, amateur boxing, it's a great place to learn that stuff.
I learnt two things. I hate losing and...
I'll come back better.
Yeah, I don't want it to happen again.
Yeah.
Which is,
and that's a huge thing. I think a lot of guys, like you said, they just sit on that O. They wait for that O. Like I was super proud of Colby, man, with the way that he handled his.
Yeah,
That's a crazy thing to do. Like on the world stage too, like he did it, like, and to just
and you
march through it the way he did.
He's going to come back even better.
100%. And that's that defines championship mentality, man.
Definitely. I think like that was two things. I think that was a very high level first fight, and it's very hard to see like how high level that lost it. Like 4 years from now, they're probably going to be like both ranked, if not less, you know.
And not only that, like Topuria, it took me a long time to get on the Topuria wagon, not as an individual, but as a fighter, just because I was just had the blinkers on so hard. But
yeah,
man, if he's in that guy's camp all the time, he is high level, man. There is no two ways about it.
Well, he was one of like his main coaches, yeah.
That's what they're saying. Like they reckon he was equal to or as good as him. And I'm just saying, Colby took him 3. But Colby said yesterday that he matches up well with Merab. You're a massive Merab fan, but you know Colby better than anybody.
Yeah.
Like you literally know Colby, probably Joe and you at the moment.
Well, I think me and Colby are very good training partners because we're like the opposite ends of like the division. Like he's a long, lanky like striker that's like got like great jits and also great wrestling.
Yep.
He's super fit. I don't know if guys know this, but he set the VO2 max for the like UFC PI. He went to the PI. He was sick like in Miami and stuff, and he set like the VO2 max for bantamweights.
No
so
way.
Like he's ridiculously fit. And he can just scramble all day. So like, and then
where do you what? And we had a conversation, Colby and I, about when you get up to that top end, that it's just like it's a game of millimeters. You know, it's there's a hair in everything. So it's like, how do you think he matches up against a guy like Merab?
I think good. Like stylistically.
Obviously, it's people are going to say whatever they want, but stylistically,
I think like he's a clean striker, and then like Merab tries to wrestle him. Colby's super fit, so he can just scramble. Like he's not going to get tired.
Never there, and that's the big question with him. Like Merab just grinds people out, but Colby doesn't get tired. He's got a lot off the back, throwing stuff. Anyway, it's a hypothetical question, but it was an interesting take. Out of all the people, he chose Merab. I said top 10. He chose Merab.
It's funny you mentioned that because I never actually thought about that, but he is.
Yeah.
Like, he has good training partners for that style as well. Like he's grown up training with Volk, like
100%.
Another stocky, like 100%. Strong guy.
People would love to say what they want to say about that comment, but there's more. There's
I'm sure people
but people that know the sport and are really like they see you guys training, like when you put it all together. It really is. It's who can marry it up all on the night. I mean, Merab clearly has the ability to do it consistently every time he turns up. But if Colby was able to put it all together on the night, he's a handful for anyone in that top 10, man. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What about you? Same question. How do who do you dream about matching up against in the UFC? Like currently, I mean, growing up, who were the guys that you were looking at in your weight divisions as this is when I'm in the mirror and I'm training against someone? Who am I training against?
I've always had like a huge interest just on bantamweights, just because it's my division.
Of course, yeah.
Bantamweights,
the chemistry's there.
To be honest, it would one guy like probably one of my apart from Anzac, so probably my favorite fighters like most of the Anzacs, like Volk, Izzy, and
Rob,
like all those guys there. But outside of that, probably like Sandhagen.
Yeah, I don't
know. I just think
Sandhagen's you match well against him. You mean? You really like him?
I just really like him. I don't know if.
But you also love Merab. That's your big thing.
Yeah, I like both of them. Who
you got in that fight?
I really want Sandhagen to win, but I think Merab's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to see Sandhagen be champ just because I think I think he's got awesome fight IQ, awesome
guy,
fight style. Yeah, awesome guy. I think Merab's probably going to get the dub though.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I mean Sandhagen's one of those guys that has such a high level IQ and is so good at going deep into the analytics. Like he could really find one of those. I don't
feel like the wrestling is going to be good for Merab. But like Sandhagen was doing pretty good against Umar to like shuck off the wrestling. Like he obviously trained and he's got the like fight IQ to
he's got really good timing
counteract that. But I think Merab's just gonna he's probably not going to win at the start. Sandhagen's going to win the first few rounds.
Yeah,
and then Merab's just going to do it like he might not even be getting takedowns, but he's just going to wear on him, and he's just going to have that pace.
Fence riding. Yeah. It's a crazy fight. I hope Sandhagen gets the win, man. Speaking of recent or upcoming fights, did you catch the RDR Whittaker fight this morning?
I caught bits of it. I was kind of doing some stuff. I worked last night, so I was trying to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Woke up a little late. I caught the last round of it.
Man, watching Whittaker stresses me out. Watching you guys stress, I've told you about it. Every time I watch you guys, it's like I'm having a heart attack, eh? Like, even though I know you, even when you're winning, like when you had that guy mounted in Bali, and you're on top of him just pumping him, like I was having a heart attack, bro. I was like, you better win this. It's weird how invested you get with your mates.
Yeah, I get more nervous for my friends than I do.
Yeah, no, it's all about that. Like, if it was me, I wouldn't care.
Like for Colby's one and like for the UFC, well, I was with you for that anyway.
Yeah. I
was like, I don't know, some reason that I was more nervous for that than I had been for like my fights.
Yes, yeah.
Which is,
do you know what? I wish I could have like a mic set up with you that day at that UFC.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like, you got to get on his corner, man, at UFC Perth.
Yeah.
You just know him so well. Like,
yeah, one day it'll happen.
I just listening to you that day, like you went sit next to us at the UFC and you were just calling it as it was going, just telling him what he needed to do, like how he needed to scramble.
I suppose we're always trained together, so we know each other's styles pretty good, like, and we can see what we work on the same stuff. So like, it's also probably why when you watch us spar, like it's so high because we know we know what each other's doing. Like we've just trained these things like
a million times,
2 days before or something, and now like we're trying it and sparring.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I spoke to Colby about it yesterday. I was actually surprised at how heavy you sit down on some of your shots, like especially with the heavy gloves. Like you guys are really hectic with your knees and kicks. Yeah, like but I was surprised at how hard you sit down on your shots with the big gloves.
Yeah, we go like, and I was also like talking about other gyms and stuff. I feel like some people try to just like go in there and fight.
No, like, you definitely don't do that. But some of your shots do.
We're fucking competitive. We're so competitive. Yeah. Like,
it's not light sparring, but it's also not that stupid fight stuff.
We're also like we're trying to win, like each round and stuff. And like I know both, like all of us, like.
Lockjaw's competitive as too, man.
If you lose a round, like I'm fucked off. I'm like, fuck this, like fuck this.
Well, even Taji's competitive as Joe's son.
Yeah, everyone we all hate losing.
He's a good little striker.
But then on the other flip side, we don't want to hurt each other. Like I want to score my training partners, but I want them to be like walk out of there being fine. You know?
Yeah, you can tell you and
because they're my training partners also. I don't want to be injured. I don't want them to be like healthy, but I also want to. I want to get the better of them in the training,
Bragging rights, though. Speaking of which, like, you've got Joe sort of, he calls it, he's such a good trainer, such a high-level trainer with you guys. He's constantly calling, Master Splinter, constantly calling out. It's a never-ending thing. And I can hear that in you. So I get the feeling that, especially as you move into this new PI facility, like, will you start to take on more of like a mentoring role? Because obviously you guys will get a bigger source of fighters coming through. I see you got such a head on your shoulders and such a cool journey to start to, and you've got your own thing going on, obviously. That's the priority.
That's
raise the next, exactly.
I do some coaching now. Like I'm not a coach there, but like I'll take some classes, and I really do enjoy like coaching and like. I don't know, because it's good for me, like breaking stuff down for other people. Like everyone learns differently.
Yes. and Joe really, he encourages that, hey, like the individual, train the individual. It's not a blanket thing. Yeah, like I could see that.
And then also, even like all of us as a group, we'll just brainstorm ideas and like break stuff down. Which is how we all learn. Like
that's cool.
And we all even
like whiteboard work and that type of stuff. Like not with a whiteboard, but you know what I mean.
Usually, just like problem solve with like bodies. I feel this energy. You know, like
gotcha.
we're in this position. What would you do? What would you do? Or like Lockjaw's doing this when every time I do this, he does this, and I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, what can I do?
Yeah. What's been going on in the local scene? Who are you guys looking at? I noticed you've got that. There was it Zane Martin down in your gym?
Yeah. So we got.
You were telling me
he's a young killer, bro. He's underrated because he's not known yet. But everyone in our gym, like we rate him very high. So he's fighting for a samurai title actually.
Oh right.
It's very sad. He's fighting the same night I'm fighting.
No.
So, he's fighting in Sydney. So you mentioned about Lions Den. He's fighting a Lions Den boy. So he's fighting
amateur though, right?
Yeah, amateur. Morris. What's one of the Morrises?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The one he just fought. Not
Chris. Is it Chris?
Yeah, must. Yeah,
he got the sub the other day.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter,
so
man.
he's fighting Chris Morris.
Oh, that's a good fight.
So that's a banger fight, man.
Bro, look at that one. So what's Zane's last name? Zane Martin versus Chris Morris. I have to double check if it's Chris Morris, but if it is, that is a very good fight.
I believe it is.
Yeah. That's one to watch, especially for the amateurs. That is a fight to watch.
Yeah, those two are going to be good pros.
Yeah, man, 100%. I couldn't believe how well he moved.
They could be good pros now.
Yeah. Watching him with Malarkey, watching him with you guys, like he's a good fighter.
He's
good hands, good timing.
Like, he's got good wrestling, good grappling. He's only 19.
Is he?
He's only 19.
That's deadly.
We also have Zane.
And his studies at uni or something there.
Yeah, I forgot what he studies.
No, I don't like him.
We also got young Zane Bassi as well.
Yeah, he's just done his knee, right?
So he's just done his knee, but
he's a weapon too.
He's only 18 as well, and he's
He's the soccer player?
Yeah.
He's a unit, isn't he?
So both those two are just...
Good guy. I met him yesterday. He's a lovely guy.
It's cool watching them two spar, because you're like, these two are 18, 19, they're like amateurs, and like...
Mate, they both hit hard for 18, 19.
They both keep up with the pros as well.
Wow. So exciting times ahead on that stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you see these guys coming up in the scene and then you look around at the other gyms in Australia producing their young guys like Chris Morris and stuff like that, do you think that Australia is going to have like a pretty crazy future on the scene? Do you think that this last period of champions has brought on this big influx?
I think it's pretty crazy now, bro.
Yeah. I think in the next 2 or 3 years, people are going to look back and go, how has this little country with 20 million people in the middle of nowhere produced all these high-level fighters?
I think, like the level here has last probably 5 years has grown, and New Zealand as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they don't like to hear it. You guys don't like to hear it. You probably don't mind, but I feel it's all we're pretty joined in together down here.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like in that regard where like it's us versus them, because nobody comes to our pay-per-views, nobody watches our stuff, nobody cares about our fighters until they're champs. But
it's almost like 5 years ago, or maybe a bit longer, we weren't even getting guys in the top 10.
Yes, now, that's right. They can't, you know what?
And now each guy that
can't deny it anymore. That's what it is.
I reckon there's way more guys that should even be in the UFC.
That's what I mean.
From this region.
But they just can't deny the top guys. They don't want us to be in there, man, because we're bad for pay-per-views. We're all the travel. That's when Seppo champs.
Yeah.
That's why they got the BMF belt, I reckon. Do you reckon? I reckon it's to keep an American champ.
True, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To always make sure there's an American champ, because that's the only reason why, to me, Dan Hooker has not fought for that belt.
Because they've only had one American.
Yeah.
Or the other day they only had one American male champ. Hey,
I think it's Marab. It's Marab.
Yeah.
Because he became an American citizen last year.
And he's not even American.
I don't know what he is. He's Georgian.
That's so but 10 years, 8 years ago. It was full of Americans.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I think now that they probably only got themselves to blame, really, because they went on this mission to conquer all the different continents
and they've just
create champs everywhere. And now they're all just producing these top end fighters. Speaking of which, they've announced the JDM Makachev fight.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's a good fight, man.
How do you think? I mean, you've trained with JDM, right?
Yeah, I think stylistically, it's a hard match for Islam.
Yeah.
It's also not an easy fight for for JDM as well.
He's the pound for pound, goes without saying. But it's a harder fight for Islam than people realise, eh?
If he tries to stand with him, he's going to get his head boxed off. And I don't think it's going to be that easy to hold down. Hard. Unless, you're going to find out how different, he is compared to, Bilal.
At welter, yeah. You mean Islam?
Yeah, Islam, yeah. But...
Because that's the big question. Does he step up to welter and then...
Is he better or
is he better?
They're probably just similar size, yeah? Jack's probably only a little bit bigger.
Yeah, but Jack surely would be just naturally more dense, fuller. The muscle fibers will be stronger at that weight. So I just feel like his power in his striking should carry over. And we've seen Islam get clipped before. And we've seen him take hits, but I mean, does it welter? Can he take bigger hits at welter?
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's just a hard question, but I cannot wait for that fight.
He is very safe on the feet as well.
Very safe.
Doesn't take heaps of risks, which
But then JDM's also like people don't give JDM enough credit for how much like work they do on the back end. Like, so I can imagine that they're already putting together a massive game plan for how to work on him. Like, people look at JDM and just think he's a boxer that just goes in there, and it's not. He's like super high IQ.
His grappling's amazing. But
and like
just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Well, people should recognize when fighters go and travel to gyms to get looks in with fighters who represent their best chance at winning, like Volk against Islam.
Yeah.
Like, that's your best chance of winning, so you go and get looks in with Volk. That's a perfect representation of a high IQ fighter, man.
Yeah.
They're willing to go to another gym, train just to get those looks for the fight.
Just to open.
So you can expect he's coming to the Islam fight locked and loaded, bro.
Well, I think he's going to prepare very well, and it's going to be. I know. I'm taking JDM. I'm backing
JDM. Jack Della Maddalena is the last fighter on the roster who is going to be okay with losing his title without defending, man.
Yeah.
He is not going to be okay with that happening. He's going to go in there and make sure that he gets one title defense at least.
And even
against Bilal, then Islam, bro. 1 and 2, that is the craziest.
Even Islam's coach was saying, like, that's the harder fight. Then I think people were saying, oh, he's dodging Topuria. He's like,
what?
But then, like,
who's dodging Topuria?
People were saying Islam was, because he moved
dodging
up.
Topuria.
Yeah.
No, I think JDM's a very hard fight.
Yeah, I was like, it's probably a harder, like, bigger.
And it's unknown. He's moving up into another weight division. He has no idea what JDM feels like.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows what lightweights feel like.
Yeah.
He's got no idea what JDM feels like. It's a whole different game up that top end.
It'd be great to see him just smash him, wouldn't it?
Oh, hey, bro, imagine a first round KO. Like, imagine just a first round blitz KOs him. That was, we not to jump onto another subject, but we're watching, I was watching the Whittaker fight this morning.
Yeah.
That RDR, I believe the blitz, right? You know, the blitz attack. Like, I believe the blitz is one of the most, like, fundamental tools in MMA, right?
Yeah.
Blitz, it just overwhelms them. And with the small gloves, there's enough room to defend that well, so you get shots through. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Just to, like, throwing multiple shots, like.
And on the move, running. So you've got them, you know, Customato said it the best. The guys are in the most danger on the back foot. There's no way the most knockouts are caused on the back foot. Any other discussion?
You also said it like those gloves. They don't cover much.
They don't cover, right? So you're going to land.
It's way better than throwing like one off.
100%.
One off shot. You throw 5 shots in like.
Yeah, and the movement. So like
land.
And you see Whittaker, like, he's basically running. Drickus does it too. They're like running.
Yeah.
So I mean,
he's got like that karate background, like that.
Yeah.
In and out karate background as well.
Yeah. And the blitz, they just get these guys moving backwards so far. But RDR, right, he was just launching these knees. And they were like, from me to the door, like, he was launching these knees every time he threw the blitz, and it just nullified the blitz on thing. And I was just wondering, like, when you watch these fights and you see, I know you didn't see that one, but you see these techniques being used. I watched the JDM fight and how he kept turning the corner on the shot.
Oh yeah.
Just kept turning the corner on it, and Bilal would just give up on the shots.
Yeah,
watch that, and I'm just like, do you guys see that? And then it's like, righto.
Yeah, steal that.
Yeah, steal that. That goes in the notepad.
I try and do that all the time. I'm like, oh, that was cool. What did he do there?
Like, yeah, just constantly watching the fights and just pulling things from them and trying to bring them into your game, GSP styles, eh?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like,
yeah. That's MMA.
I think it's just always trying to learn, yeah? Like, you can learn from a white belt or a black belt, being that, like, open-minded.
100%.
But, like, one thing about freestyle, I think a lot of gyms probably do it now, but a few years ago, other gyms I've been to, everyone trains these martial arts differently. Like, they do the kickboxing, they do their wrestling, they do their jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
We're doing MMA focused wall work or MMA focused like groundwork, MMA focused striking. It's all MMA specific.
Yeah, which is amazing. And I think a lot of people need to recognize that the sports, generally, there are all those other sports. There's Muay Thai, there's kickboxing, there's karate, there's all those sports. But if you want to be competitive, like the UFC and MMA in general has created the platform for you to be able to have a career in it. But you can't be training and expect to meet you guys head on in these cages if you're not training MMA.
Yeah, I think
not going there and doing your kickboxing class, then your boxing class, then your grappling class.
Yeah, I think time and a place.
Yes.
Like, obviously, like, the purity is good.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Yeah, open mats on a Friday night.
Yeah. Like the purity stuff is good to do some straight striking sometimes.
Yep.
But you also like...
You need to be doing them.
It's almost different. Like boxing for MMA is different for boxing.
Without a doubt.
Jiu-jitsu for jiu-jitsu is different to jiu-jitsu for MMA.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be on the bottom. And and unless you're probably like Charles Oliveira, get up.
But I mean, like but still, even Charles, gives into that position a bit too much. I look against Arman Sarukian.
Yeah.
Like he would have done a lot better in that fight if he'd gotten back to his feet. But I know what you mean.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah, my point exactly. Even if you are the top of the top, like you got like a lower percentage chance of winning.
And Joe's all about climbing back, right? It's all about wrestling up.
Get up, You look. My opinion is, if you're on the bottom, you're losing.
100%. Well, it certainly looks that way to the judges, anyway.
You can't be winning off your back.
No way. It's a bad look.
It's like you've got to be submitting them if you're on your back.
100%. So when you start to get into your prep, I know you have some, not issues, but your weight cut is something that you have to put time and effort and you need to be strategic with it because it isn't pleasant for you.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a difficult thing for you. Is it getting easier and easier and easier, especially now since coming to a professional place like Freestyle?
Yeah, it's getting easier and easier. Just always a decent cut for me.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. But also you pack it back on too.
Yeah. I'm a thick boy at heart.
Yeah.
And
that's
also my build, like I hold a bit of water.
Yeah.
So like I can pull it out and put it back
100%. No, that's mad.
So each fight, it's getting better and better.
Yeah.
And I'm always constantly working on that. One thing makes it harder is being so busy. I'm having to constantly do it.
And do you think that that's another big question? See, I wonder, this is for me anyway, I wonder, how is there not money yet? The guys that are knocking on the door of the UFC, how isn't there corporate support and stuff? I know you've got your sponsors that you work hard to accrue and you guys sell yourselves out to get these sponsors, and they're good. They're great sponsors. But my question is I just wonder, there's so much potential with you guys, especially if corporate people came in and got involved and helped you not have to work predominantly and have these crazy schedules.
Well, I'll tell you, it's way better here than it is New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Like New Zealand.
Silver linings,
but yeah, it should still be a bit imagine if we could all, not all of us, but the guys that are getting to that higher level of Australia could just train full time.
That's what I mean. And it's hard to imagine because you guys as pros on the pro circuit in Australia moving just about to get into the UFC.
Especially since the money's so terrible.
That's what I mean. And it's you're talking about moving from what would be the best way to explain it? You're going from being right now you're at a Nikita Zoo level. I'm just trying to give people a reference point on a boxing thing.
Yeah.
You're at a Nikita Zoo level right now. You get your first match up in the UFC. You're only 1 or 2 fights away from being at a Tim Zoo level.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And yet there's still no corporate.
Well, you think
Tim Zoo's making millions, man.
Yeah, even boxing.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand why they're not starting. Why
even people having their first boxing fights, they're making more than what I make now.
And my question is why aren't corporate looking at it as an opportunity to push their products, push their things, and in doing so, free you guys up to be the best fighters you can be?
Maybe just because the corporates, some people might still see it as cage fighting.
That's got to be what it is. But mate, it's a $9 billion company. Get on board. Yeah, are you kidding?
We're boxing is a lot more accepted than fighting still.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't even look at it fight. I'm just going out there to compete.
It's competitive. Yeah.
It's just a sport to me. Anyway.
100%. What do you think about bare knuckle on that? I love it. Hey, give me as much of it as I can.
So I don't know. I don't think I'd do it.
Would you imagine if Cody hadn't? Did you see where he put his hand up for it?
Oh, he'd be good for it.
Man, that would have been crazy to see Cody Hadden UFC fighter fight on the BKFC. Is he signed to UFC?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's signed to UFC. Yeah. He just got injured, I think.
He got injured for the Colby's fight, right?
Yeah, because he was meant to fight Topuria.
Yeah, and then, but a single fight contract, right? Not sure.
No,
sure.
he got on through the contenders, so he might have a multiple fight.
Right, that's awesome.
I'm not too sure what his contract, but no, he's signed to the UFC.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. Can't wait to see Cody back.
He may be on, I don't know, he might be on Perth.
On Perth, yeah, that's what I was saying to Colby, see if that happens.
I don't know where his injury is at or whatever, but yeah, no, he's definitely signed to the UFC.
Yeah. Now, quick shout out to Vex PRP.
Yeah, shout out
They're
to
the guys
boys.
that are always looking out for you during fight week and that, eh?
Oh, looking out for me all the time. They help me out. They make things a lot easier. So
yeah, they're good people, Ryan and Pat, man.
Australia needs more people like that because
that's kind of what I was talking about.
Like, because they are helping like fighters actually be fighters. Like,
and on
some of these things like are so like some of the things you got to pay for, and like people don't really like think about how much some of the stuff costs. Which they
still expect you to turn up and fight your best though, don't they?
Yeah, like when you're a fighter, I know I'm not making heaps of money. Like
yeah, exactly.
But obviously, I'm a lot happier like training full time and getting to do what I love. But
yeah,
no, you're not doing it for the money at this point, are you?
Nah. But I mean, the ultimate goal, you don't move to freestyle, you don't pack up your things, have that confidence in yourself as a potential anyway. Move from Dunedin over to, sunny little Windang down on the New South Wales coast, and then, chase the dream if you don't think you can do it, bro. So like, I don't know. True. I think your journey alone is an indication of where you're potentially going to end up, likely where you're going to end up. I think people need to take a lot of stock in that part of it. Colby's got although it's a different journey, they're in their own right an indication of where you guys can potentially end up. And I mean, with, people like Vex, PRP, the freestyle guys behind you, all the people behind you, the championship and contender and championship level at UFC is well within your reach, And I can't wait to see it, man. Like, I cannot wait to watch you guys. What happens if you and Colby get up the top end at the same time? This is that same question, eh? Like, I asked the same one, George and Marwan, what's the go when you get up there? Handshake on it, never fight, eh?
I don't think we're ever fighting.
Yeah. Well, Klitschko and his brother refused to do it.
He could be the champ.
Like Marab and Aljamain would never do it. You couldn't pay them the money to do it.
No, you wouldn't do it. That's how you get to the top.
100%. I think those relationships are so crazy. Like, I've spoken to you about it. I think,
like, if you both get to the top, you're both doing, like, pretty good. Like, their belts just, like,
100%.
We add on, you just, like, you get to the UFC and fight, like, that top 10, you're going to do what you love. So, like...
Yeah, exactly.
Don't.
And Colby, I spoke to Colby yesterday. He's got this mindset where it's, like, biggest fights, that give me the biggest platform to get myself out there the most. And I mean, if that's the mentality, and if you have that mentality too, it doesn't really matter. It's just the biggest fights. Yeah,
or even like Dustin retiring last week, obviously, kind of like, he's still happy. Like, he was like, it's not just about the win. Like, the wins and losses are huge, but it's not just about that. It's like
KOing Connor live on telly was pretty red hot for him, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's such a cherry on your career.
Yeah.
That's a big KO too, like him sleeping.
They blew him up, didn't
yeah, man.
He was good, but...
Good, yeah, but I think that was just different. Everyone had him counted out. Because I think...
Connor won the first one, yeah.
And Connor was coming off... Did he just bash Cerrone or something? I can't remember.
Yeah.
He did, right?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah. That was a crazy fight, man. Yeah, I did a video on that during the week. Crazy ending to a loose career.
Yeah,
man.
to answer that, I think Dustin won the trilogy.
Yeah.
But I still think, I don't know, I think Connor's like that Ali, just because he grew the sport so much. I don't know if anyone's going to...
Well, that's my question. Like, after all things considered, everybody's going Dustin, man. Everybody's saying Dustin. But for me, it's like, bro, like, you got to sit back and look at the big picture here.
Dustin won the trilogy between them two.
The rivalry,
but Connor's still going to be the Ali. Like,
yeah.
You ask, like, some of the little kids, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
People that don't know, like, much about it, like, people still think Connor's the champ.
Yeah.
He's got that much of a presence. People like outside of the sport, they still know him.
Yeah. It's funny though, me and Colby were talking about the same thing yesterday, and we're like, the collective memory of humanity, or at least people on the internet these days, is like, it's probably only 5 years away before Connor's known for, Irish Forge Irish Stout and, just being a villain. rather than being known even for what he did in the sport. Like people will know he was a UFC fighter and probably even know the term double champ.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that anybody will understand the rise. They won't know they won't remember just how crazy it was. Like the fanfare. It was like Beatlemania, man. Like,
and like he was calling it at the highest level, like his mental warfare was.
And that Mystic Mac period there where he was just able to read minds. He was able to call things before they happened. Like
even like how witty he was on camera, like with people. Like it was.
It's funny when you sit there with guys who went through that period, especially fighters. Everybody, like when they start reminiscing on the Conor thing, they say whatever they want about him now. But when they start reminiscing on the Conor period that they all loved, everybody gets that. Oh, that real like.
Yeah,
happy memory from that phase. He was just different, man.
When he beat Eddie Alvarez,
the perfect.
I was like, what can't this guy do?
That was the perfect fight.
I was like, what can't probably props to the UFC putting that
exactly
right at the right time and everything, but like giving him the double champ.
Yeah,
and then like when he had the belt and he's like, oh, I had to apologize.
Yeah,
and he's like,
absolutely fucking no,
like
double champ. So good, just had the best mic presence, man.
Do you reckon there's a lot of that's going to be natural, Just
has to be the charisma in that.
Yeah.
Got to be some level of. People talk about the confidence. It's a self-concept. It's a self-belief. I know that is like when I get on the camera and stuff. That's a hard one for me. I like sort of get nervy in that. But the self-belief. Sometimes I'll go like, pull your head in, man. It's just a conversation, bro, or you're just talking to a camera, and then it's okay. And then I look at what that dude does, and I'm just oh my god, man, like. He's up on stage at the BKF. See things, given these big like narrations, like big like rants, man. I'm going, bro, like you don't even know what you're saying. Everybody's going to carve up everything you say and put it out. Man, he's a different character. I love him, I reckon he's awesome.
He definitely changed the sport.
Khabib changed him, I think. It would have been amazing to have seen another fight with Khabib with him. I think the sport would have been amazing for it. Yeah.
Well, Conor probably didn't want that, though, did he?
Nah, probably not. Probably not. But I think Conor would have. Like, I think Conor would have taken it. I don't know. Like, I don't think he cares that much about losing as far as the loss part of it. I think he cares more about not beating the person. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
You lost to the New Zealand guy.
Yeah.
And you went straight back.
Yeah.
And
like, true. Yeah.
I think it's that. I have to beat you. It's not about everybody's thought on it. It's like, I have to beat you because I need to beat you, man.
Yes. I think, was like Izzy talking about it the other day with Volk, like, and like, it's like the belt doesn't mean as much as like, just getting that win back does, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Is that right? Is that with Strickland?
No, it was Izzy talking to Volk.
About Pereira.
Both of them just about getting like their belts done, but they're both like, I didn't actually mean like that, mate. It was more just that like getting the win.
Oh, yeah, because I know Volk he's saying that about the Diego Lopez one.
Yeah. And Izzy was talking about like it wasn't about like when he beat Pereira.
Right. It
wasn't about the belt. It was just like he just beat that guy that like, because Pereira had 3 wins over him.
Yeah, and people don't realise guys like that, especially Izzy, like he went through a storied like kickboxing career and that. He knows how to lose, man. Like he knows what's involved in losing. So getting it back, people said a lot about his mental state coming into that Pereira fight, but these guys, like,
but what he did, like, almost like played possum against,
my God.
Fuck, that was.
I did say it though, and I'm not going to, it sound like a gronk or whatever, but like I did say it. I was saying during the fight, I'm like, he's playing possum here, like up against the fence. Everyone was going, I can't remember who I was watching him. He looked like it. Like he just looked like he was.
Yeah. Well, he said his leg was actually hurt though. Like the first
really?
calf kick, he's like,
true,
not again.
So he's just gone and propped himself up.
Yeah.
Nah, it was a good fight, man. I was wondering whether it was maybe the Izzy Strickland too he was talking about, because I would love to see him get that redemption, man.
Yeah,
if anybody deserves redemption, it's Izzy on that fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Strickland did too much in outside of the fight, talked too much garbage, and has carried on like too much of a pork chop since then.
I remember thinking
to not get the fight.
I remember thinking Izzy was going to run through him, I was like, this is going to be
same.
And then he just didn't.
We were there. It was a shocking crowd, everything. And I'm a Sydney boy at heart. Like,
that's right. It was Sydney, but they were cheering on Strickland.
Not only that, but they were just being real abusive, eh? Like it was a very negative towards Izzy crowd. He'd said some stuff. He misses sometimes with the way, but that's all good. Like you try and be 100 on the mic all the time. But anyway, like
some people kind of hit or miss with him, eh? Like
big time, man. And Strickland had wound this thing right up, and the crowd was racial, bro. That's why I didn't like it. It was just like racist. Like he'd wound up a real racist vibe, Strickland leading into that fight, and the Sydney crowd was just racist. It was quiet as because he was getting chopped, and it was just racist. Like it was people just yelling out racial abuse. It was just disgusting. And then you know what? Went straight outside the venue. Guess what happens? Huge punch on out the front. There's a massive Barney out the front of a UFC. Then for me, you'd have to be the biggest gronk in the world to be at a UFC fight punching on, bro. You're in a building where there's people who can definitely bash you.
Yeah.
You don't need to prove anything because you know you are not the tough guy there. Chill. Fuck. But
it's funny for people that don't know and think.
Yeah.
They don't know how much they don't know.
100%, man. Like there's at that venue, there's people.
I could do that. Like you have no clue.
Good luck. But no, it was a shocking one, that one. So I would like to see him run that back. I'd like to see him get that one. Anyway, I would like to wish you all the best, man.
Thank you, mate.
In your upcoming
Thank you
fight
for having me.
down in Melbourne.
We'll definitely have another chat in the future.
100%. Hopefully closer to the fight, coming into the fight. I want to chat. I want to see where your head's at coming into it. And I also would like to hear one last thing. How are you expecting to put him away? What are you feeling? First round finish?
No, not first round. I don't. I'll probably break him, I reckon. I'm thinking a second round finish.
Okay, second round.
I'll show some of my striking.
Yeah.
And I'll probably mix in the wrestling as well.
For sure.
I'll just wear him. I'll break him.
100%.
My top pressure is going to break him, and he's going to mentally quit before I beat him.
100%.
Which is kind of like the way I like to win. Like,
yeah, exactly.
A few of these guys, I mentally break them before.
Yeah, man.
And then they quit and like.
That's the game. That's the game. That's the goal.
You just quit.
Yeah. No mas.
You gave up.
No mas. I actually, that's probably, I remember telling some guys, because, as you know, I've tried to help, spread the word on you a little bit out there, and especially amongst my crowd. One of the main reasons for that is that exact, what you were just saying then, like the way you like to break your opponent. For me, I know a lot of people don't like to hear Khabib is like one of the GOATs. For me, he's one of my favourite fighters of all time.
Same, yeah.
I know, I call you Khabib all the time. I love Khabib, and one of the reasons is that I watch UFC because I'm watching UFC to watch the most dominant fighter beat his opponent. It's not about striking, it's not about grappling, it's not about, I don't care. It's about domination, however it looks.
I also wanted to add, when you said when you go see my striking, you're probably going to see it when someone negates my wrestling.
Yes, exactly.
That's my easiest path to victory. I'm probably going to keep taking
100%.
Another goal of mine is I'm fighting, but I want to take as least damage as possible.
You've got a career ahead of you, bro.
I can bang it out, but obviously, and if someone is not going to stop my wrestling, there's a clear victory for me right there.
100%.
But when someone does, that's when my striking is going to come out the best. And that's when you'll see me go up a level because I'll be mixing both of them in.
Yes, that's right.
And then another thing, look at Khabib. He was never really that marked up, was he?
No.
He took people down and he beat them up and he came out.
Never bled, right?
Came out of the fight.
Never cut.
Absolutely fine.
And I love that. That's, to me, that shows how far above he is against his competition. And I love the way you fight, man. I think dragging a guy onto the ground, hitting him, no matter, that's the thing. I watch you and you just take it to him while you're on the ground. It's control, but domination. They fucking cop shots from you everywhere while you're moving from position to position.
Yeah, I just want to.
And they're shots that people wouldn't. I saw one you were doing where as you had him in half guard and you were slipping the elbow that way on him, and I was just like, but they're not going to be looking for that stuff. And my point, I totally agree. If that's your strongest and most likely path to victory, that should be the one that you take every single fight. People can say whatever they want. I love that style, and anybody who loves MMA loves that style.
And I was
do the striking when you need to do it.
Yeah,
you got it. Do it when you need to.
Yeah, I can do everything. I know that.
100%. And you can kick, which a lot of guys probably don't realise. You're a good kicker, man.
Yeah.
You've got a sick teep, good cross-body kick.
Yeah, I'm
rounded, yeah.
I'm well rounded. I think probably why I'm confident in like just going in there, because I know I can do everything. But
that's right.
I like people don't even see everything.
Yeah, that's it. And you got the gas tank too. All right, bro. It's been awesome talking to you, and good luck down in Melbourne. Lots of luck, man. And we'll be down there. We'll be down to watches. We're going down. We're going to catch them, catch the freestyle crew down there. We'll go down with the Vex PRP guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Kasib Murdoch, Hex Bantamweight champion, UFC contender in the making. Let's go.
Tune in August 30th. Now the finish incoming.